Secrets of Ancient Yoga of India. Secrets of regenerating subtle energies. Secrets of empowering mind. Secrets of true inner being. Secrets of healthy mind and body. Secrets of Yoga.
Welcome friends to Secrets of Yoga. As much as I understand about yoga, I think it is not a secretive subject, but it has so many secrets involved in it. The more I learn about it, the more there is to know about it. We all understand that yoga in its physical form benefits the body. If I practice it spiritually, religiously, it helps my mind. But yet, for a person who is neither spiritual nor religious or nor interested in the physical fitness, it could still bring benefits. Let us explore these benefits that yoga offers. Let us dive deeper inside the meaning of yoga. And today in the studio, we have Rajyogini Brahmakumaris Sister Usha, who is an acclaimed yogi, who has been a Raja Yoga teacher and has guided millions of people on this path of yoga. Along with her, we have MP Agnihotri with us, who has been a banker all his life. He retired as a general manager of a bank. He has been a yogi for past 17 years, and he has some interesting insights and experiences of the practice of yoga. Let's talk to them. Didi, Mr. Agnihotri, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
The different aspects of yoga that we see today, there are some unseen aspects as well. Mentally, it calms your mind. Physically, of course, gives you physical benefits of good health, exercise. There are emotional aspects connected to yoga, that many people think that just by practicing yoga, our emotions have changed. We have become better human beings. What are these aspects of yoga? How does yoga actually do this?
A very nice question that you put, because yoga is connected with our emotions. And in today's world, we find that people's emotions are becoming more and more negative. Somewhere they are screaming, shouting, yelling, and sometimes they are so hyper. So when we see these negative emotions, gradually we find that people normally say that, I don't know, sometimes I become very hyper. This is a normal sentence that we hear from people. Sometimes I am calm, cool, but sometimes I become very hyper without any reason. To become hyper is somewhere lack of emotional strength. When people lack this emotional strength, that is where they cannot control their negative emotions, and there is an outburst of those emotions, which is affecting their relationships, it is affecting their personal health, it is affecting their total environment, the environment of the workplace or the environment of the house or their relationship with the colleagues or at home. So lack of strength, and this is where yoga helps us, because when we practice yoga and we are able to keep that balance, then due to that balance I'm able to gain strength. And when I focus my mind on the Supreme, I don't have to beg from God, oh God, give me strength. No. Just as if I go out into the sun, I won't ask the sun, oh sun, give me your warmth. The moment you come in connection with the sun, each and every cell of your body is filled with that warmth. You won't go to the ocean and say to the ocean, oh ocean, give me your cool breeze. Now you stand there. The moment you get connected, the cool breeze enters every cell of your body, cools you down. Similarly, the moment I start practicing yoga and I get connected with my inner self and that supreme being, then I start receiving that strength, I start receiving that energy which re-energizes me from within. And that is when the more I am powerful, the more I have the strength, my emotions are controlled. They're within my control. And I can, instead of that imbalance or going into the extremes, I'm able to keep myself in a balanced way, where I do not affect my relationships, I do not affect my physical health, but everything starts changing within. And my whole world starts changing when my emotions gets balanced.
Mr. Agnihotri, do you have an experience of like experiencing something where in the company of someone or just by being in meditation or just by being in yoga, your emotional patterns have changed?
Yeah, definitely. When I in the company of our doctor, who is guiding us how to prevent various problems, various diseases, and how to particularly control my own disease. So then he in fact guided us how to control the emotions. First of all, he told us that this is the thought which starts initially, and thought leads to your emotions. Your intense thoughts, they lead you towards that intense emotions. So those emotions affect you the way you think over it. So that emotion, that way I have benefited a lot. That helped me to control many problems like blood pressure, like my stress levels, anxiety levels. All the levels have come down. The moment I started practicing, the way he guided us, and has benefited a lot.
So you've been a meditator for almost like 17 years now.
Yeah.
You've been practicing yoga.
Yes.
And were you a different person before you practiced yoga? Have you changed after that?
Yeah, a lot of changes.
And what would be?
It was really, I had a lot of anger. Being at a higher post, I used to utilize anger to get work from my employees and cadres. That was after I came to learn this knowledge, and there was a lot of change, and I could take that work very peacefully by being very peaceful and controlling my emotions, controlling my anger, controlling my anxiety. All the levels were really controlled, and the work efficiency increased. As a result, there was a lot of improvement in efficiency of employees.
In spite of not being angry, people would do your work?
Yeah, they started doing. They became friendly also. Earlier they were scared. Earlier they were never used to dare coming to me. But afterwards, they started coming to me, discussing even their personal problems and discussing various other things. How they guide us also. They used to tell me, please guide us also how to be stress-free like you, how to avoid all those problems you were earlier facing, how you could manage all those things. So they were really, really interested and sit with me for hours. And earlier they used to avoid me, go away from me. They used to never enter my cabin. And that was the impact, really impact.
Yes,
of
sometimes this would happen when a superior is walking around, people would often change their baths and they would say, let us avoid him as much as it is possible. And especially this happens when we know a nature of a person, when we know that he or she is angry, I would be very reluctant to go to that person for anything. This happens quite often is because we somewhere on the way we have learned that anger is a tool to get your work done quickly. Fear is something, if it is induced, children would do their homeworks on time. Not only teachers and parents also believe it like this.
Yeah.
And where does yoga help in a scenario like this?
What happens that when a person, as you said, that they take anger as their weapon to get things done, that starts emitting negative energy. And so when they are surrounded by that negative energy, people are never comfortable there. They may not understand but they try to stay away from that. Now we realize it is because of that negative energy which is repelling, making people repel. But when I start practicing meditation or yoga, then definitely I generate positive vibrations. My emotions become calm, positive, cool, and so I generate positive vibes. And unknowingly, all the human beings who are living beings, each and every being is able to catch those vibes. And so, wherever there is that positive energy, they are just attracted like a magnet towards that positive energy. And whenever there is negative energy, they repel, they move away. So, this is the science. It is so natural. And that is why people, when they start using anger or they start inducing fear, nobody is comfortable.
Let us look at the benefits of yoga and the emotional benefit it is giving us, the physical benefits it is giving us, the mental peace that it is giving us. Is there a physical translation of all of these? Is there a visible proof that yoga has actually brought out a physical change? That is something that I would want to ask you, Mr. Agnihotra.
Yeah. Because I understood very clearly that Raj Yoga is a science and art of harmonizing physical, mental, spiritual energy in connection with Supreme Soul, the Almighty, for enjoying ever healthy, ever wealthy, and ever happy life. So that brought me a lot of changes. When you connect with the Supreme Soul, then there is a flow of mental energy, spiritual energy, and the physical energy. So all those energies really benefit you in a better way. So physically, I was much better. My diseases were gone. Mentally, there was mental blockage. Whatever mental blockages were there, they were removed through this Raj Yoga meditation. And even the physical energy, mental energies, and spiritual energy. When I used to connect with the Supreme, and I could see wonderful results by improving my heart care, the opening of blockages. So everything helped me. So
when you were saying that my physical diseases were gone, what
Yeah.
were the diseases that you had?
I had a serious heart problem, and I had a lot of blockages in my heart. So they were long, diffused, and their operation was not possible. And even many hospitals refused to conduct bypass, and there was no question of stenting also. So that through this Raj Yoga, and even the doctors were surprised. Later, the doctor who refused to conduct bypass, he saw me here. He said, "How could you open these arteries?" Then I told him the method, how regression takes place through this Raj Yoga meditation. Because the blockages, first of all, comes to the mind. When you have hatred, when you have jealousy with somebody, when you don't like somebody, when you criticize others, when you don't like others, so that blocks the mental flow of energy. That flow of love to the heart is blocked. It's a mental blockage. So that when you start accepting everyone as a human being, as a soul, children of the same Supreme Soul, so then that all these things go away. And then you get friendship, then you get connected with everyone, you accept everyone, you respect everyone, then you also get respect in return.
So you mean to say that by having yoga,
Yeah,
you could actually dissolve the blocks of your heart?
yeah. They were really wonderful results. After 1 year, I again went to the same doctor for angiography, and he was surprised to see the results. He said, I have never seen such a person or any such case where the blockages were opened without bypass and without stenting. And then he was surprised. Then he asked me, what did you do it? Then I told him that this is the result of this Raj Yoga meditation, where you can open arteries, you can remove any disease of the body, physical body, because it's a higher consciousness. When your heart, when your mind is totally relaxed, and then you feel empowered, and then you really enjoy life. You learn the art of living. real living with knowledge, with wonderful knowledge, and all these things.
When you listen to things like this, it almost appears unbelievable. Can it really be possible just by using yoga as a tool? Can people actually come back to good health?
The blockages in the heart were because he was emotionally having those negative feelings or negative emotions.
So there was a negative blockage as well.
Yes. So emotion, this word comes from E plus motion. And E in science is energy, energy in motion. So when the positive energy is in motion, then everything is fine. But the moment the negative energy starts flowing, then it starts creating blockages. So through meditation, when I start healing my emotions, making them more positive, then definitely those blockages, they are removed. And this is how we can have miraculous experiences and results which are unbelievable, because the doctors, they may do the bypass, but doing the bypass does not make them heal their emotions. So after some years, again the blockage is created because that negative energy which is in motion is creating blockages.
And this is where the new term, I don't think so it's a new term anymore, that most of our diseases are psychosomatic.
Yes.
That the body, the soma, is impacted by the psyche.
Yeah. And that is why when the psyche is not normal, I would say, the negative thoughts, negative feelings that a person is carrying within him creates spasm at times. And that spasm is where the blockage, it blocks that nerve. So when the positive energy starts flowing, we have good wishes for each and everyone. In fact, whatever situations come in life, if I start adopting a positive perception towards those situations also, and I perceive that there is some benefit, as it is said in Gita, there is benefit in everything that comes. Either it has come to teach us a lesson, so that is the benefit. Either it has come to make me more experienced, so that is where I'm becoming more experienced, more mature. So I'm gaining only. So when I adopt that perception, then my reaction to every situation, reaction towards every person changes.
And yoga helps us to change this
Yes.
reaction.
Yes.
And the mind, naturally the mind thinks so many different things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm happy, but sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm upset, sometimes I'm stressed.
Yeah.
And these are the various states of mind. And yoga helps me in all of these states of mind.
Yes. Yoga is not just physical, but it is connected with the subtle psyche. And that's why it is helping us at every levels.
Now let's have a glimpse of the other physical asanas of yoga that we would want our viewers to learn. So let's have a look.
Yoga asana is a state of being in which one can remain physically and mentally quiet, calm, steady, and comfortable. When the yoga asanas are practiced, the respiration and oxygen rates are slowed down, and the consumption of oxygen and the body temperature drops. And each yoga asana has specific effects on the internal organs and glands. Today's pranayam is Brahmi pranayam. Press the flap of your ears with your thumbs and your index finger on your forehead, middle finger and ring finger on your eyes, and little finger over your upper lips. Inhale through your nose and exhale slowly in a controlled manner while making a sound of a humming like that of a black bee. Like inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. And release. You can practice this pranayama from 10 to 15 cycles, and this is a very good pranayama to release your stress, your anxiety. Your also helps in your sleeping disorders, and it increases your healing capacity of the body. Stand straight, your feet together, and roll your shoulders and hands by the side of your body. And inhale, stretch your both arms and interlock your fingers and palms facing up, and stretch your whole body. And now as you inhale, lift your heels and coming onto your toes and gaze at one point. Stretch yourself more up and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Okay, open your legs, toes pointing forward. Inhale and drop your right hand over your right leg and bending sideways from your hip joint, and slide your right hand over your right leg. Your neck in line with your spine, your neck activated. And inhale. Now exhale, drop your left hand. Inhale and exhale, bend towards your left. Inhale. Your feet strongly rooted on the ground. Don't move your lower body. And now your hands parallel to the shoulder. And now as you exhale, you will twist. Now we will practice two asanas, Setu Bandhasana, and the counter pose of Setu Bandhasana is Matsasyasana, fish pose. So first, Setu Bandhasana, that is bridge pose. The benefits of Setu Bandhasana, that it regulates the function of your thyroid gland, and it also helps in asthma and your menstrual disorder. Lie down on your back. Hands by the side of your body and bend your knees. Your feet at hip distance, and bring your feet closer to your buttocks. And bring your knees closer to your buttocks and hold your ankle, toes pointing forward. And first inhale, hold your breath and raise your buttocks and arch your chest upward. Inhale and lift. Raise your chest and navel as high as possible. And when you reach in the final position, you can breathe normally and stay here as longer as possible. And then you can interlock your fingers and lift more. You are balancing this pose on your head, neck, shoulder, forearms, and your soles. And exhale. Straighten your legs and relax. Now the counter pose of fish pose. Slide your hands underneath your body, palms facing down, elbows closer to each other. Now inhale and lift your chest and weight coming on your elbows. And now tilt your head back and drop your crown on the ground. and adjust the position of your head so the maximum arch of the back can be attained. Hold this position and breathe deeply and slowly. And exhale, release your crown slowly and release your hands and relax.
As much as I understand about yoga, I am fascinated by what it could do to us. Not only it could help people heal, clear themselves of their diseases, find solutions where medicine was not offering them solutions, where surgery was not possible. Even in those cases, yoga has helped. I think it has been a miraculous journey for a person who has experienced it themselves, and it is for everybody of us to experience on our own. And on today's episode, we could unbox something which was so deep, which was unexplored, is an achievement in itself.
Yeah.
And I thank you, both of you, to come to the show and to help us see a newer aspect of yoga. And thank you once again for coming to the show.
Thank you.
I hope this episode has benefited you as much as it has done to me. Thank you for today. We'll see you soon. Till then, take care.